Hello and welcome to JJ Logos 316. I am Joseph, delighted to have you join a community of Bible enthusiasts. As we delve into Judges 8, may the peaceful presence of the Lord surround each one of us. Together, let's lift our hearts in prayer, seeking the Holy Spirit's guidance to illuminate the depths of this chapter and reveal the profound truths it holds. I encourage you to share your thoughts, questions, or reflections, fostering a collective journey that deepens our understanding of God's Word. Join us as we unwrap the wisdom intricately woven into Judges 8. Gideon, son of Joash, died at a good old age and was buried in the tomb of his father Joash in Ophrah of the Abiezrites. Judges 8:32. Judges 8, Gideon's triumph and leadership challenges. Judges 8 delves into the aftermath of Gideon's triumph against the Midianites. It highlights his diplomatic finesse in resolving tensions with the Ephraimites and his military success in capturing the Midianite kings. However, the chapter also underscores the complexities of leadership, as Gideon's decisions to punish Succoth and Penuel and to create an ephod reveal unintended consequences, including spiritual pitfalls for the Israelites. Judges 8 serves as a concise exploration of the intricate interplay between military victories, diplomatic challenges, and their spiritual repercussions in the context of ancient Israelite leadership. We are going to the question and answer sessions. Question number 1. Why did the Ephraimites challenge Gideon? Options are: they disagreed with his leadership style, they were upset for not being called to fight Midian, Gideon mistreated them during the battle, they questioned Gideon's military strategy. These are the 4 options, and the correct answer is option B. They were upset for not being called to fight Midian. Question number 2. How did Gideon justify not calling the Ephraimites to the battle? Options are: he claimed they were not fit for the fight. Gideon argued that their contribution was minimal. God gave Oreb and Zeb into Ephraim's hands. Gideon apologized and admitted his mistake. And the correct answer is option C. God gave Oreb and Zeb into Ephraim's hands. Question number 3. What did Gideon request from the men of Succoth? Options are: weapons, gold and silver, bread for his troops, reinforcements. And the correct answer is option C. Bread for his troops. Question number 4. How did the officials of Succoth respond to Gideon's request for bread? Options are: they gladly provided the bread, they refused questioning the procession of Zebah and Zalmunna, they offered weapons instead, they requested Gideon's assistance in a different matter. And the correct answer is option B. They refused questioning the possession of Zebah and Zalmunna. Question number 5. What did Gideon threaten to do to the people of Succoth if they did not provide bread? Options are: bless them abundantly, trample their flesh on the thorns of the wilderness, pray for their well-being, forgive them instantly. What did Gideon threaten to do to the people of Succoth if they did not provide bread? And the correct answer is B. Trample their flesh on the thorns of the wilderness. Question number 6. How did the people of Penuel respond to Gideon's request? Options are: they joined Gideon's army immediately, they welcomed Gideon with open arms, they answered him as the people of Succoth had answered, they provided food and supplies willingly. How did the people of Penuel respond to Gideon's request? And the correct answer is option C. They answered him as the people of Sukkoth had answered. Question number 7. Where were Seba and Zalmunna located with their army? Options are Sukkoth, Penuel, part of Jordan. These are the 4 options. Where were Seba and Zalmunna located with their army? And the correct answer is option C, Karkor. Karkor is the correct answer. Question number 8. How many men were left in the army of Zeba and Zalmunna after the battle with Gideon? Options are 15,000, 120,000, 2 kings, none. How many men were left in the army of Zeba and Zalmunna after the battle with Gideon? And the correct answer is A, option A, 15,000. 15,000 men were left. Question number 9. What route did Gideon take to attack the army of Zeba and Zalmunna? Options are west of Noba and Jogbea, caravan route east of Noba and Jogbega, through the Jordan River, south of Karkor. And the correct answer is option B, caravan route east of Noba and Jogbeh. Question number 10. What was the result of Gideon's attack on the army of Zeba and Zalmunna? What was the result? Options are Zeba and Zalmunna captured Gideon. The army was well prepared and repelled Gideon's attack. Zeba and Zalmunna fled, causing panic in their army. Gideon decided to make peace with the kings of Midian. And the correct answer is option C. Zeba and Zalmunna fled, causing panic in their army. Question number 11. Who did Gideon capture and question upon his return from the battle? Options are Zeba and Zalmunna, elders of Sukkoth, officials of Penuel, a young man from Sukkoth. Who did Gideon capture and question upon his return from the battle is the question. And the correct answer is option D, a young man from Sukkoth. A young man from Sukkoth. Question number 12. What information did the young man from Sukkoth provide to Gideon? Options are details about the battle strategy, the location of Zeba and Zalmunna, names of the officials and elders of Sukkoth, a list of Gideon's family members. What information did the young man from Sukkoth provide to Gideon? And the correct answer is option C, names of the officials and elders of Sukkoth. That was the information given. Question number 13. Why did Gideon confront the people of Sukkoth? Options are they refused to provide him with weapons, they taunted him about capturing Zeba and Zalmunna, they betrayed Gideon in the battle, they questioned his leadership skills. These are the options. Why did Gideon confront the people of Sukkoth? And the correct answer is option B. They taunted him about capturing Zeba and Zalmunna. Question number 14. How did Gideon punish the people of Sukkoth and Penuel for their actions? Options are he imprisoned them, he imposed heavy taxes on them, he trampled them with thorns and briars, he forgave them and made peace. What is the correct answer? How did Gideon punish the people of Sukkoth and Penuel? And the correct answer is he trampled them with the thorns and briars. He trampled them with the thorns and briars. Question number 15. Fill in the blanks. Then he said to Zeba and Zalmunna, what about the men whom you killed at Dash? Judges 8:18. Sinai, Tabor, Mizpah, Oreb. These are the options. Then he said to Zeba and Zalmunna, what about the men whom you killed at Dash? And the answer is option B, Tabor. Tabor is the answer. Question number 16. How did Zeba and Zalmunna justify the killing at Tabor? Options are: they claimed the men were rebels, they argued the men resembled the sons of a king, they denied any involvement in the incident, they apologized and sought forgiveness. How did Zeba and Zalmunna justify the killing at Tabor? And the correct answer is: they argued the men resembled the sons of a king. Question number 17. What is Gideon's response to Zeba and Zalmunna's justification? Options are: he forgave them immediately, he vowed to spare their lives, he declared them guilty and sentenced them to death, he demanded compensation for the families of the slain men. What was Gideon's response to Zeba and Zalmunna's justification? And the answer is: he declared them guilty and sentenced them to death. Option C. Question number 18. When Gideon ordered his firstborn Jether to kill Zeba and Zalmunna, what was Jether's response? Options are: he willingly drew his sword and executed them, he refused expressing fear as he was still a boy, he negotiated with Zeba and Zalmunna for a peaceful resolution, he sought permission to question them further. And the correct answer is B, option B. He refused expressing fear as he was still a boy. Question number 19. How did Gideon ultimately deal with Zeba and Zalmunna? Options are: he spared their lives, he imprisoned them, he handed them over to the authorities, he personally killed them. How did Gideon ultimately deal with Zeba and Zalmunna? And the correct answer is option D. He personally killed them. Gideon killed them. Question number 20. What did the Israelites propose to Gideon after he delivered them from the Midianites? Options are: they requested him to build a temple, they asked him to rule over them along with his sons and grandson, they offered him a substantial reward in gold, they suggested forming an alliance with neighboring tribes. What did the Israelites propose to Gideon after he delivered them from the Midianites? And the answer is: they asked him to rule over them along with his son and grandson. 21. Question number 21. How did Gideon respond to the Israelites' proposal of rulership? Options are: he declined, stating that the Lord would rule over them. He accepted and established a dynasty. He requested them to choose a different leader. He agreed, but not only if certain conditions were met. How did Gideon respond to the Israelites' proposal of rulership? And the correct answer is option A. He declined, stating that the Lord would rule over them. Question number 22. What request did Gideon make to the Israelites after refusing rulership? Options are: he asked for a portion of their land, he requested each of them to give him an earring taken as spoil, he demanded a yearly tribute, he sought military support for future battles. And the correct answer is option B. He requested each of them to give him an earring taken as spoil. Question number 23. Why did Gideon ask for earrings specifically? Options are: as a symbol of victory and unity, to create a memorial for the fallen soldiers, to fund the construction of a temple, because the enemy Ishmaelites had golden earrings. Why did Gideon ask for earrings specifically? And the correct answer is option D, because the enemy Ishmaelites had golden earrings. They had golden earrings. Question number 24. What did Gideon do with the golden earrings he collected? Options are: distributed them among the Israelites, used them to build a monument, made an ephod and placed it in his town Ophrah, sold them to neighboring nations. What did Gideon do with the golden earrings he collected? And the correct answer is: made an ephod and placed it in his town Ophrah. That is option C. Question number 25. How long did the land have rest after the subjugation of Midian in the days of Gideon? Options are: 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, 40 years. How long did the land have rest after the subjugation of Midian in the days of Gideon? And the correct answer is option D, 40 years. 40 years. Question number 26. Name the father of Abimelech. Name the father of Abimelech. Options are Gideon, Ziba, Joash, Zalmunna. Name the father of Abimelech. And the correct answer is option A, Gideon. Gideon is the father of Abimelech. Question number 27. Where was Gideon buried upon his death? Options are in a newly constructed tomb, in Shechem, at Ophrah of the Abiezrites, in the land of Midian. Where was Gideon buried upon his death? And the correct answer is option C, at Ophrah of the Abiezrites. Gideon's father also was buried there only. 28th question. What did the Israelites do immediately after the death of Gideon? Options are they celebrated and held feasts in his honor. They continued to follow the Lord faithfully. They relapsed and prostituted themselves with the Baals. They mourned and observed a period of fasting. What did the Israelites do immediately after the death of Gideon? And the correct answer is they relapsed and prostituted themselves with the Baals. Option C. Question number 29. What did the Israelites fail to remember after Gideon's death? Options are the victories achieved under Gideon's leadership, the importance of building temples, the alliances with neighboring tribes, and the Lord their God who had rescued them. What did the Israelites fail to remember after Gideon's death? And the correct answer is the Lord their God who had rescued them. The Lord their God. Question number 30. Who did the Israelites make their God after Gideon's death? Who did the Israelites make their God after Gideon's death? Options are Yahweh, Baal-berith, Moloch, Asherah. These are the 4 options. And the correct answer is Baal-berith. Baal-berith, option B, Baal-berith. Hope you enjoyed this quiz. The Israelites did not remember the Lord their God, who had rescued them from the hand of all their enemies on every side. Judges chapter 8 verse 34. Judges 8 Insights. Judges 8 provides insights into leadership complexities and the aftermath of military triumph. Gideon's diplomatic skill with the Ephraimites highlights the need for unity, while his post-victory governance challenges reveal the intricacies of leadership. The chapter also underscores the unintended spiritual consequences of seemingly positive actions, as Gideon's effort leads the Israelites away from genuine worship. In essence, Judges 8 offers valuable lessons on leadership dynamics, diplomatic finesse, and the unforeseen outcomes of successful military endeavors. Thanks for watching. Tips. Focus on Gideon's leadership role, his interactions with the Ephraimites, and his diplomatic efforts in pacifying potential conflicts among the tribes. Examine Gideon's decisions after the victory, such as the creation of the ephod and the impact on his legacy. Consider the positive and negative aspects of his leadership and actions. If you like the contents of this video, please share it and like it. If you're new to this channel, don't forget to subscribe to it. Thank you so much. May God bless each one of us. Till we meet next. It's goodbye from me, Joseph, here for JJ Logos 316.